Good morning. First of all, I want to give God all the glory and give God the thanks for this morning, this day that He has given us. Second of all, I want to wish all the mothers a blessed and happy Mother's Day on today. This is your day. This is the day that we celebrate all mothers today. So I want to wish and bless all mothers a great and happy Mother's Day. Hey, we're tuning in here at Destiny World Christian Center here in the great city of Montgomery, Alabama. It gives me honor to be on virtual for Destiny World Christian Center here in Montgomery, Alabama again on this Sunday morning. What a great Sunday morning. Hey, while you're sitting there, tune somebody in right now. It's gonna be this is about to be phenomenal this morning. I want to deal with, since it's Mother's Day, and we're still dealing with unity because mothers have unity. Mothers bring unity. Mothers bring a lot to the picture that we never really look at. And I want to tell all the women today, hey, be encouraged today. No matter if you're single, no matter if you're married, if you are a mother today, single mothers, hey, this is your day. Tag somebody into this broadcast this morning. And I give honor. Wait a minute, let's back up. I give honor to the pastors of Destiny Word Christian Center, Montgomery, Alabama, none other than Dr. Jeremiah Ziegler and Dr. Nikki Ziegler. I give great honor to them for allowing me on their platform again this Sunday morning. So, hey, I want to talk about mothers today. Let's deal with mothers. Mothers, hey, let me tell you something. If your mother is still living, no matter what she's done in her life, I want you to call her today. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care what the circumstance is, because one thing about it, and two things is for sure. When they're gone, you're going to really miss them. So I'm telling you all today, call your mother, wish them a happy Mother's Day, a blessed Mother's Day, because, hey, I'll be the first to tell you all, I lost my mom when I was 10 years old. And hey, I miss her. I still miss her each and every day. So I'm telling you, this is a day. If your mother is still alive, still breathing, call them today. Go see them. Do something. Don't let the day pass without speaking to your mom. I got up this morning and I called mine. And I want you all, I encourage even my wife this morning and Dr. Nikki this morning. Hey, they're mothers. We never know what mothers are going through. So I'm telling you all, hey, Proverbs tells us some things. Proverbs, in the book of Proverbs 31. We're going to deal with mothers because mothers, we sometimes we don't realize the job that a mother has, because you got, especially a single mom or a married mom, because you got to realize children they carried them 9 months. They've carried them. They know them. They love them. They nurture them. Mothers are so unique in their own ways. It seems like that when we were growing up, mothers can do things that nobody else. We feel like mothers can do things that nobody else can do. We feel like mothers, they have the strength of everything. They have a lot that's on their backs. They have a lot that's on them. In Proverbs 31, verse 25, it says strength and dignity are her clothing. Strength. Mothers, let me tell you something. I've seen women go through some things. I've seen women work 2 and 3 jobs. Mothers work 2 and 3 jobs trying to provide for their children. I've seen mothers do a lot of different things in this world. Strength. And it seems like, I don't know where some of these women get the strength from, but I know it's from God, but to go out and do the things that they do to try to accomplish the things that they want to accomplish for their children. And that's what we got to look at today. And one thing I found out even about the church is, even in the church house, mothers have a great deal of strength and dignity. And you got to realize, when you're dealing with moms, even in the church, let me tell you, a lot of churches have gotten rid of the motherboard. And see, what happens in the church is we need to bring back the motherboard back into the church, because it showed the women. I'm not talking about messy motherboard. I'm talking about mothers that knows how to nurture and show a young lady how to be a young lady, how to carry themselves, how to have that strength, how to endure a lot of different things that they endure in life. And see, we need those mothers that's in the church. We need mothers to bring the unity back into the church, but to show young women how to talk to their spouse, how to carry themselves. Even in the times when they don't feel like that, women don't feel like they have anybody else to go to. You need to have women, mothers in the church that women can go to. They can confide in. They can get more strength. They can get more dignity. They can get everything that they need. And so I'm calling all mothers back to church and begin to show these young women, how to be young women, how to carry themselves, and how to walk the way that they supposed to walk. Because we got so many people that's in the church today that are walking, a lot of women that are walking in different ways. And we've gotten rid of the mother board. We've gotten rid of all the usher board and the auxiliaries in the church. But one thing about it, and two things to show, is that mothers need to be, some women don't know how to be mothers. Some single moms, some married, they don't know how to really be mothers. And so we need that guidance. We need that strength from older women to come back and show the younger women, hey, this is what it's about. And then in Proverbs, it shows that the woman has strength and she has dignity, and she smiles. When you read Proverbs, and I'm reading out of the NIV version, it says she has strength and dignity and her clothing, and she smiles at the future. She don't know the future, and a lot of times women, mothers, they smile and they don't show you that they're going through anything. Mothers don't show you. They don't show you what they're going through. They continue to smile. They continue to go on. They continue to bear all the stuff that's going on the inside, and they still put a smile on their face, even when they don't feel good, even when they don't everything is not going in their favor. A mother will never let you know everything that's going on with them, because I can look back at my mother when I was growing up, the time that I did get to spend with her. You know, even though she was sick and she was going through some stuff, she never let me and my brother see that. She always showed us her best side. She always had a smile on her face. She always went out and worked and provided for me and my brother. She always nurtured us. And that's what I see a lot of mothers doing today. They always got a smile on their face. They always are going out trying to accomplish the thing, not just for their children, but for their spouses that are married, for their spouses also. Mothers carry a lot of hats. And especially if you're a single mom, I know you carry a lot of hats. So mothers carry a lot of hats. They wear a lot of hats. And sometimes single mom, they got to be the mom and the father. They got to be the father figure also. And then, a lot of times, even you may be married and your husband not doing what he's supposed to be doing. You still got to be the mother and the father. I don't hear nobody. See, y'all not gonna talk back to. I like to talk about real stuff today. Sometimes mother wear in the roles of a mother, you wear a lot of hats. And people don't really realize the things that you're going through, because one thing I found out about mothers can hide things on the inside of them, and you don't even know what they're dealing with. You don't know what's on their mind. You don't know what they're stressed out about. You don't know what they're worried about. You don't know what's going on. And you got to realize that's the strength that God has placed inside of them. And God has placed such a strength inside of them. And it's so unique. And we never really sat down and really think about the things that, hey, what is mom really going through? What is mom thinking about? What did mom have to do to get us into the place that we are in today? We don't never really think about that. And so we take one day out of a year, one day just to really celebrate mom. Let me tell you something. You should be celebrating your mom every single day of the year. It shouldn't take just this one day for you to celebrate your mom. You should be celebrating your mother every single day of the year, because you don't even know the complications that they had to go through to even bring you in this world. Some moms had to go through a lot of complications to bring you even in this world. Some to affect their bodies. You got to realize mothers go through a lot. And then it goes on to say, and says in verse 26, it says she opened her mouth in wisdom. She don't open her mouth in foolishness. She don't open her mouth and stuff that she open her mouth in wisdom. That means she carries herself. She know how to carry herself. And see, that's what a lot of women need to know today. That's why we need mothers back in the church. You need to know how to walk in wisdom. You need to know how to carry yourself. You need to know how to walk around, because see, you got a lot of women, they don't know how to carry themselves. They talk foolish things. They talk foolish things. They talk foolish talk. And so if you got women that know they've gone through things, and that's when I say it's a lot of women that goes to church. It's a lot of mothers that go to church, and you sit in church, you come on lives, you come on virtual church, but you never tell any other female of what you've gone through, or what God has brought you out of, or what God has taught you. And that's not what God wants. God wants you to be able to share. Share with some other woman how to come out. Share with some other woman how you made it through. Don't just sit on your stool and just sit and watch somebody going through something when you can help them. Share. That's what God gave you the wisdom for. It said a woman, she speaks in wisdom. So you ought to be able to share in wisdom about hey, this is how I made it. I'm not saying you're going to come out the same way, but this is how I dealt with it. This is how I dealt with my children. This is how I dealt with my job. This is how I dealt, because you got to realize you're going through a lot of different things. It says she spoke in wisdom. So she wasn't just talking just to be talking. She spoke, and a lot of times women are slow to speak. And see, we as men, we don't realize how women are, but women are slow to speak. Women like to listen to you first to see what you're going to say before they even open their mouth. I'm trying to help somebody today. And women, and it says, and they teach, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. She's not always lashing out at you. It said the teaching of kindness. How many women, how many mother figures today that you can say that really set you down as a single mom or a mom at all, to show you, hey, you ain't got to do this. Even in your marriages and relationships, how many mothers have you sat down? How many women have you sat down with to let you know how? Because it's a lot of us hadn't been through marriages and things. And I can testify that, hey, I believe a lot of marriages could have been saved if we had the right teaching, if we had the right person that's in it. And the reason I say that, if we had the right mentor as a mother to show us how to be a mother, how to be a wife, how to carry this relationship. But we didn't have that. A lot of us, we don't have that. We don't have that motherly figure to show us, hey, you're going to go through this. You're going to go through it. See, we're in this time now. Everything is fast. Everything is quick. Everything, we want everything in an instant. It's not like when I was growing up, where they took their time. You went to a little smaller church. Everybody knew everybody in the same community. See, it's not like that anymore. And see, what we need to do, and see, God told Ezekiel, he said, Ezekiel, we need to go back to the old landmark. And that's what we need to do. We need to go back and do what the things that were done. Oh, and a lot of people going to say, oh, prophet, he talking crazy. No, I'm not talking crazy, because if we go back to doing what the basics of what we was taught back then, and we can stop some of this stuff that's going on. We can stop a lot of these things that these women, not just women, but a lot of men are going through, because, hey, we're bringing everything back to the foundation. We're bringing everything back to the beginning. And it said women was kindness. How many mothers or mothers in the church do you know that's kind? No, a lot of them, they grumpy. They don't know how to talk to people. They don't know, because of the simple fact, we got a lot of older women in the church today. They don't even want to come to the church. They don't even want to fool with young women today. I'm just being real. Let's be real today. You don't want to fool with them. Either they don't talk right. Either they got a nasty attitude. And see, we got to be able to fix that, because you got a lot of them think they already know, they already done arrived. No, baby, you ain't went through nothing yet. You just begun. You need a mentor. You need an older woman in your life to be a mentor. You need somebody that's going to be hard on you at the time that you need to be hard on. You need somebody that's going to set you down and tell you about yourself. And see, that's one thing I found out. Women don't like to hear things from other women because of the simple fact you got an ego problem or a pride problem. And you need to let God deal with you, your ego and your pride, to let you know you ain't arrived yet. You ain't made it yet. You're not there yet. You need somebody. You need an older woman in your life to let you know you're not there yet. Honey, I've gone through some things that you wait till you really go through some stuff. You haven't seen anything yet. And you got a lot of them today. They feel like that they've gone through a lot of different things. You need to sit down and listen to somebody. Somebody trying to lead you out. Somebody's trying to help you. Somebody's trying to guide you. Somebody's trying to get you to a place where God is wanting you to be, but you can't get there because you stuck up on how old the person is, or they ain't speaking the language that you want them to speak. They're not saying the things that you want to hear. That's what they need to tell you about yourself. They need to tell you about your nasty attitude. They need to tell you that you need to get yourself back in line. They need to tell you how to dress, that what you're going outside, you don't have to display your body like that. They need to tell you stuff that's real. And see, that's what a lot of young women don't want today. They don't want the realness. They don't want people that just gonna tell them the real. And that's why a lot of them, you get so hurt. You get so hurt, and you get so hurt real quick because of the simple fact you don't have that figure. You don't have that example. You don't have that role model as a mother, as a older mother. You don't have that role model. And a lot of us, we need that role model. If your mother is not here, if you're not around your mother, you need to find someone that's going to help you. You need to find somebody that's going to do these things for you. You need to find you a mentor that's a mother figure that will help you and lead you and guide you, and that's going to be kind to you. You don't need to find somebody that's going to always put you down or bring you down. You need to find you somebody that is going to help you. It said they talk with kindness. And then on verse 27, it says, she looks well to the ways of her household. She looks well to the ways of her household. That means no matter what she's going through, she's handling it. No matter what she's going through, she's dealing with it. No matter what the circumstance is, she's still handling it. She's not letting the kids see what she's going through. She's not letting her husband see what she's worried about or what she's stressed about. She's handling it well. And see, a lot of people, we don't handle it. A lot of women don't handle it well today. They don't handle it well. They don't handle a lot of things well, but it lets her know she's handling it well. She's handling it well. And then it says, in the household, and does not eat the bread of the idleness. No matter how the enemy comes in, she's keeping her mind stayed up on God. No matter how the enemy comes in, she's keeping her mind stayed up on God. She's being real. Oh, y'all don't hear me this morning. She's being real. She's being real, people. She's being real. She's not just letting things just go to waste, but she's being real. She's showing you the real motherly and how that things she's not letting her mind stay idle. She's not letting her mind wander off. She's not letting her mind drift, because the idle minds is the devil's workshop. And see, that's what's wrong with a lot of young women today. They're letting their minds be idle. You got your mind on other different things. You got your mind on things. And one thing I can look at my grandmother, when my grandmother was growing up, my grandmother and my grandmother always was at home taking care of the house. My granddaddy always went outside and worked, and you never knew when my grandmother or grandfather was going through anything, because she would set my mother them down. She would set my mothers and aunts and uncles and things down, and she would talk to them. She would, and then she would set us down. My grandmother, and I miss my grandmother because she taught us a lot of different things. And one thing I found out, we don't have the unity that we had like we had back then. I remember back then, my grandmother would always tell us, she would always tell my mom and my aunts and my uncles and things that, hey, we're going to the same church on Sunday. How many people in your family go to the same church? How many people? And then all that, my grandmother would make all of us sit down at the same table and eat. How many of us are eating at the table today? How many women are really preparing the meals? No. You're not preparing the meal because McDonald's is getting the money, Wendy's is getting the money, all these restaurants are getting the money, because some of these women, they haven't even been taught how to cook. Some of these women, they don't even know how to cook, because all the women, we're not teaching these young ladies how to cook. See, we need this. We need this back into the church. We need this back into our lives. Some of these young women, they're lost out here in a world that's overtaking them because they don't know the simple things. Oh, I'm talking to somebody this morning. Don't act like you got it like Lay's potato chips, like you got it all together, because you don't have it all together. We need the old school way. Then it says in verse 28, it says, her children rise up and bless her. One thing I can say, and I will say this, you all, one thing I can say about Dr. Nikki, she always, I watches her. When her kids come home, it's a kiss. Before her kids go to bed, it's a kiss. Before her anything, it's a kiss. She's always involved. How many of us are even hugging our children? How many of us even telling our children we love them? How many of us on a daily basis or a week basis? Come on now, talk back to me. How many of us are really involved in our children's life on a daily basis and not just telling them, oh, you bad. You need to go do this. You need to go do that. You need to do this. How many of us are really, as a mother, setting our kids down and empowering them on an everyday basis of how you want their life to? The Bible says, train up a child in the way that they should go. Are we really training these kids today to be the kids that we want them to really be? Are we training them to be the role model that we want them to be? Are we really? Listen what it says. Listen what it says. She looks well in the ways of our household. How many? I want you to take inventory. How many of you mothers look well in the areas of your household? Or you letting everything go on in your household? Are you a single mom? How many of you look well in your household? Or you just letting every different man come in your household and introducing every different man to your child? Come on now. Let's be real today. We're talking real stuff today. We're talking real stuff. We're talking about Mother's Day. How many of you really being mothers? Hey, let me tell you something. Single moms, you can't introduce everybody to your kids. You can't have everybody around your kids. Let's be moms. Let's be real. I'm talking real today. Let's be real today. You got to be able to train up these children. How many different men, and some of you single moms, you got daughters. And you bringing all types of men around your daughters. Come on now, let's be real. How many of us, let's talk real today. I like to talk real stuff. I like to give you real stuff to think about. Real stuff that will get you. You're supposed to love your children and nurture your children. Your children, they should look at you. And it says in this verse, they should look up on you in the ways. You should look well. Your children should not go outside your house and be able to, oh, my mom don't do that. My mom do this. My mom do that. No. You should look well. Your children should all to be able to go somewhere and feel good about you. And I don't even want to go to that area. It says you should look well in the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of the idleness. Her children rise up and bless her. Her husband also, not just the children, but the husband. A lot of marriages, the husband and wife, they don't even hug or kiss or say anything to each other this day and time. It's get up and go on your everyday journey. You go on to work. You don't say I love you. You don't give them a hug. You don't give them a kiss. Come on, husband. Come on, wife. Let's be real. We got to get back to the basics of things. We got to get back to the basics. And that's what I was sharing even on this week. We got to get back to the basics of things, of family coming together, eating together at the table, the dinner table, eating together. I remember when I was growing up, we had breakfast at the dinner table. If we had lunch, everybody ate at the dinner table. If we had dinner, everybody ate at the dinner table. We didn't eat in the living room. We didn't eat in the bedroom. We didn't eat outside. Everybody ate at the dinner table. How many people are eating at the dinner table? It's gotten away. It's gotten away. And let's keep going. It said her husband also, and he praises her, and he praises her, and he praises her, and the husband praises her, and the husband praises her. The husband ought to be able to be giving her praise in front of the children because of the simple fact she's being that mother, she's being that wife, she's being that protector. Let me tell you something. She's being just like that hen. I was raised up in the country, and when hens had little chicken, little bitty chicken, they would always keep them together. The wife, the mother, is keeping everybody and everything together. It said the husband should praise her. Honey, you're doing a great job. Honey, I love you. I guess I'm gonna be talking to myself this morning. But the husband should be praising his wife as the mother because you got to realize, even though the husband, he has a big role too, but the mother has a big role. Children, job, everything, bills. Hey, there's a lot of mothers wear a lot of hats. I'm telling y'all, I hope I'm helping somebody this morning. Mothers wear a lot of hats. And they're built different. Mothers are built different. A lot of mothers can't endure. And it's a lot of men can't endure a lot of things that mothers go through. And I'm going to say that. It's a lot of men that cannot endure a lot of things that mothers go through. Let's go. And it says, many daughters have done nobly, but you excel them all. You excel them all because you was taught the right way. You was taught the right way. And so I'm saying today, let's get our house back in order. Mothers, hey, I commend you mothers today. This is your day. You should be celebrated. Maybe this word wasn't for you. Maybe this word didn't hit you, but I pray that somebody got something out of something that I've said today. And I'm telling you today, everybody, I know the churches, every mother, hey, it's always Mother's Day is the best day. This is the best church day of the year. Mother's Day and Easter is the best two church days of the year, and New Year's Eve. But I want you all today, whatever place that you're going, all those that's in Montgomery, and you're looking for a church to go to this morning, I want you to, hey, type in your GPS, Destiny Word Christian Center in Montgomery, where the great pastor of Jeremiah Ziegler and Dr. Nikki Ziegler is. I will be there again today. But I want to say something. I want to pray before I get off. I want to pray for all mothers. Father God, I ask you to touch all mothers today. All mothers that are doing what they are supposed to do. All mothers that are not doing what they're supposed to do. God, I ask you to cover them today. And God, give them the strength. Give them the strength that you just said in Proverbs, God. Give them the strength to continue to stand. Give them the strength to continue to do for their children, their homes, their husbands. And God, I just ask you to strengthen each and every mother. And God, I thank you for it in Jesus' name. Hey, if you want to sow, hey, the information is at the bottom of the screen. So if you're doing Cash App, anything, and if you're on live and you want to sow into Prophet Poole's ministry, hey, the Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. I want to tell you all, the Lord spoke to me last night, and he began to tell me this week, I want you to begin to expect some things. God is going to change some things for you this week. I prophesy right now, God is changing some things for you this week. And I'm telling you, I was telling people on my live the other night, this is Miracle May. God is doing miracles in May. I'm telling you all, I prophesied that in your life right now. God is doing miracles in May. So I'm telling you, drop a seed in Destiny Word Christian Center right now. Everybody that drop a seed in Destiny World Christian Center right now, I'm telling you, God is going to water that seed this month. Miracle May. There's some miracles going to happen in your life and in your family. I'm telling you, the Cash App is all the information is at the bottom of the screen. I'm telling you, I prophesy to you right now. Drop a seed in Destiny Word Christian Center right now. God is going to do some things, and he's going to start this week. Miracle May. I'm telling you, if you're looking for a church home right here in the great city of Montgomery, hey, go to Destiny World Christian Center. Destiny Word Christian Center. Destiny, get that in your spirit. Destiny Word Christian Center. And I'm telling you, God is going to do some things. Your life going to be changed. Hey, I wouldn't miss it. I wouldn't miss it for anything. I'm telling you all have a blessed Mother's Day. I thank God for each and every one of you. And I pray the blessings of God will overtake you all the way, all the way. So if you're here in the city, get there this morning. Get there, and watch what God gonna meet you there. I'm telling you, you will have a time in the Lord. Like I said, happy Mother's Day. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you all next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.